Okay.
Jenna Al-Akhras. I am one of 7 million bare feet slapping, tent living, phone card using, depke doing refugees. And my olive skin and green eyes are a result of parents born in Libya and New York displaced with the title of refugee. I am a result of grandparents from Khalil, Ain Karim, Al-Quds, Hebron, Jerusalem, call it what you please. Forced into adulthood at ages 6 and 9 as they heard over the loudspeaker, "Ohrabu, run. Run before what happened in Deir Yassin happens to you," and they did. Stripped from them an identity that millions possessed in Sitti, my great-grandmother was told they would return. Lies upon lies, hiding her gold in a pot, covering it in ashes of a fireplace I will never see. Because I don't belong, and suddenly they became one of 7 million bare feet slapping, tent living, phone card using, depke doing refugees. In 1967, Jeddah, my grandfather Dawood faced his Goliath. As Ramallah called to them, crying her streets, screaming, they fled with my father in tow, and Jeddah did something I will never be able to forgive. He lifted up that key, that huge iron key, that symbol of hope, return, and home, and threw it far beyond his head as dust clouds enveloped it. At that moment, he knew what we didn't know, that they were never coming back, and in that moment, he became one of 7 million bare feet slapping, tent living, phone card using, depke doing refugees. And I wonder why it took me 16 years to see the land of my grandparents. Why it took 1,400 souls to be stolen, why the world didn't stop spinning, why I needed 450 others for protection, why Gaza knew just how to welcome me. And as the sign "Welcome to Palestine" greeted me, I dropped to my knees, prostrated, and kissed the earth I had never before seen. The land I knew so much about from the stories that used to put me to sleep, and suddenly I was Arab enough, and I was American enough, and I was finally Palestinian enough because I was home. So can you tell me why my blood isn't as red as yours, why my screams aren't as piercing, why my people, land, and history are being erased? Because see, my refugee status is inherited, as is my native tongue, because my poet Mahmoud Darwish whispered in my ear, "Ana Arabi." Write it down, I am an Arab, and I shall not surrender. Does this anger you? So don't tell me to be peaceful when I'm under attack, because there is no peace in this game of war, and these 2 fingers don't mean peace. They are V for victory, V for victory, V for victory, and I shall remain, gleaming like the dome of the rock, standing stiff as an olive tree, weathered like the skin of my grandparents, keeping Beladi alive through my stories. And I shall remain, because my story is not my own, it is of 7 million bare feet slapping, phone card using, depke doing refugees.
It's good.
Come on.
I can't do that.